Title: Japan bets big on hydrogen. Pledges a whopping $107 billion to clear the air and solidify supplies. TLDR: Japan is stepping into the future, going all in with hydrogen energy in a bid to curb carbon emissions and solidify supplies. The land of the rising sun is putting its money where its mouth is, earmarking a staggering $107 billion, as it targets an ambitious six-fold increase in its annual hydrogen supply by 2040. Amid concerns over energy security in the wake of Russia's war on Ukraine, Japan is ramping up its game in clean energy. But the question looms, is this bet on hydrogen energy an actual shot at sustainability, or just a high-stakes gamble in the global energy casino? The Japanese government recently unveiled a revision to their energy policy, aiming to massively ramp up their reliance on hydrogen as a fuel source. The move comes as part of an aggressive push to curb carbon emissions, a pressing concern for our planet's well-being, and a topic that's hotter than a Tokyo summer. But hold up, what's the scoop with this green strategy? Well, Japan plans to multiply its annual hydrogen supply by 6, aiming to hit a whopping 12 million tons by 2040. That's a whole lot of H2. And to back up this grand vision, the government's promising to fork out a hefty 15 trillion yen, $107 billion, from a mix of private and public coffers, aiming to set up hydrogen-related supply chains over the next 15 years. Now, Japan's green strategy leans heavily on clean coal, hydrogen, and nuclear energy as transitional steps towards renewable energy sources. However, recent geopolitical tensions, thank you very much, Russia's war on Ukraine, have sparked off concerns over energy security, pushing Western nations to speed up their transition to renewable energy sources like solar, wind, and geothermal. But here's the catch: currently, most of the hydrogen Japan uses is produced using fossil fuels. So, we gotta ask, are these strategies like commercializing hydrogen and ammonia really about going green, or are they just catering to the interests of big businesses and major industries heavily invested in fossil fuels? And if that's the case, is Japan's hydrogen-based energy policy merely putting old wine in new bottles? Chief Cabinet Secretary Hirokazu Matsuno is bullish on the potential of hydrogen. He claims that this sector can simultaneously achieve decarbonization, stable energy supply, and economic growth. And they're not just blowing hot air here. Japan aims to develop water electrolysis equipment, fuel storage batteries, and large tankers for transporting hydrogen as part of its strategic move towards a hydrogen-based energy future. But let's be real, the hydrogen society is still in its infancy in Japan. Despite the lofty ambitions, there's still much work to be done in building the necessary infrastructure and supply chains to make the dream of a hydrogen-powered future a reality. And there's another twist to this tale: the current tension between Russia and Ukraine, which has spurred economic sanctions against Russia, is driving up competition for liquefied natural gas, LNG. This could lead to potential shortages persisting through 2025, giving Japan yet another reason to diversify its energy sources. At the end of the day, Japan's bold bet on hydrogen is a high-stakes gamble in the global energy casino.